It's fine. I'm not positive that she's like someone I would for sure go for, but I think that
you don't know though. Like
being
you don't
fucking
know.
funny is like
Send us
a game.
the profile, please.
I'm screen recording it right now. Okay.
I feel like you just
I'm
want to
gonna
go on a
in.
date and then you're gonna like, because I feel like you don't know enough just looking at a profile, you know?
Yeah.
Agree. You may feel energy in person that you're not really feeling.
Yeah, you're right.
True.
Yeah, you're so right. All right, I just sent it.
Yeah, you know, Mallory, the queen of love. Sorry.
Queen of love. Mallory is like good cop, bad cop, but she's my good cop. She's Lara's bad cop.
Yeah, no, so true.
Yeah.
So true.
I would say Mallory is the bad cop.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you are so right.
It's okay. Yeah. I need it. I love it. Whatever.
Lara's bad cop. Lara's cutthroat.
For you, McKenna.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
It's okay. I need it too. We all need to be
checked. It's the dog in this video, right? We're talking about the dog.
Yeah, the dog for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
She's
god.
a hot dog tattoo. Oh my god.
Okay, I love these vibes. I don't even need to
That's
see
what I'm
half of
telling you.
this. I don't even need to see half this profile.
Yeah. Wait, 10 out of 10.
10
I
out of
know.
10.
I'm like getting my heart rate went up looking at that. I'm not gonna lie. I got really excited.
You and me both.
Okay, good. All right. Hello, everyone.
I'm keeping that all in.
Welcome to Fuck Wellness. My name's Lara.
I'm McKenna.
And I'm Mallory.
And the vibes are already rolling, though. I just need to say.
Our theme for this month also is hilarious to me, given like what's going on in this room right now.
I feel like the theme's not really vibing right now.
No, I think it is.
Okay. Cool.
Like, I think that so for everyone listening, our theme this month is pain.
We haven't said it. That's the first time.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm announcing it.
Yeah.
Our theme is pain.
Woo,
and
yeah.
I just think like the way that I thought we would approach this theme with a lot of like, you know, medical
introspection
pain and like just like how people are ignored in their pain. I'm just like, I just want to talk about like the pain I've been going through.
Yeah.
And I want to hear about your pain because
that's what the people want.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's been flowing.
The people meeting us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
also
can you
think
change
like
your names?
Oh yeah. One of the things that that we were just talking about, which I'm so sorry, I told Lara and Mal that if we were recording, we would be like viral sensations. But I mean, we can't because other people's feelings are important as well. But
yeah.
but like it's almost at this point where I am going on quite a few years of the same pattern in my life, especially around dating, and Lara's going through her own little patterns as well. And
yeah,
at this point, it's just fucking hilarious. Like it's like talking about it. I don't want to be like down in the dumps, obviously, and I don't want to continue to like invite that same vibe into my life because I'm kind of over it. And I feel like I've been doing an okay job at being over it or like saying no when it shows up. But boy, oh boy, has it been fun.
I feel like we've done a really good job today, though, of navigating the pain with some humor, which I feel like is a great way to like sometimes cope, but also to lessen the pain a little bit. Like, I think it's sometimes a healthy coping mechanism and sometimes an unhealthy one. But it felt, I don't know, you were the ones who had the pain today. Yeah. But I don't know if that felt good for you.
It's just like, ha ha ha, remember when you wanted a future with someone and like...
Do you remember when you named your future kids and then you didn't get to have those kids anymore?
Yeah, it was so fucking
remember when
funny,
you played that big trip and it didn't get to happen? Yeah.
So hilarious.
Yeah.
But that's literally Mal, you're so right, because there's a part of my brain that like once it hits that level, like it's like a little thermometer. Once you get to the top, nothing else can be actually felt with the pain sensation. So you're just like laughing. Like you're just like,
yeah.
Well, do you ever
Also
have like a really shitty day? And like at first, like the shitty things that happen, like don't like they just really bother you. And then you hit a point of like such a shitty day where it's almost like just funny. You're like, how is my day this terrible? Like,
Yep.
could it get any worse? And then it does get worse, and you just like laugh. Like I
Yep.
feel like that happens more often than not with me, where you just pass that threshold of like terribleness.
Yeah.
I mean, I truly think that I'm at that threshold right now. Like I'm
No, literally the day that I've
Totally.
had, and then McKenna comes blasting through our door, being like, I just literally damaged, like McKenna just damaged her car severely outside.
yeah.
My
Right
brain
before
couldn't
this.
handle it. I'm like, that's hilarious. I'm so sorry.
Well,
Yeah.
we didn't even unpack that.
funny.
I also think like last night and this morning, we have to talk about it offline, but
No.
there was 2 situations, Mal, that we need to tell you about that were
We need to tell you about these 2 situations because it's so much pain. So much pain was had last night, and then immediately this morning we were in a lot of pain again.
Can we have like a high level synopsis?
Pain.
No, it has to be private. Like I'm so sorry to everyone. This is
Wait,
so
we
annoying,
can
but like
describe it very vaguely.
okay, imagine last night and this morning. Imagine you are in an enclosed space.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna hit bullet like
Yes.
surface level points here.
Yeah.
An enclosed space with people you don't know. Okay. Remember, these are bookended just by a long sleep.
Just
Right?
by one little sleep.
And imagine the most awkward situation you've ever encountered in your whole entire life. Multiply that by pick a high number and multiply
High
it.
number.
And then somehow make it worse than that is what it felt like.
I'm so
Last night
curious.
and this morning. This morning we can talk about a little bit. Who's gonna rat on us?
Okay, but just for a little bit more detail about last night, which also applies to this morning.
Last night was actually impactful also though. There were levels of impactful and
sure.
I don't know. Okay, but we just need to be careful because also,
just like enclosed space, you don't need to know anything more than like when you're in an uncomfortable situation. And I'm not even someone that like, I can like have a poker face sometimes. Like I don't like read all my emotions on my face, but like when there is no room for any kind of like anything you're feeling inside, you have to zip it up, like fully zip, full zip, because like you will be noticed if you go astray at all. This morning, we can talk about it a little bit more. It was like a class at our gym. It was,
I've never felt more stupid in my entire life.
Yeah.
I looked like like, you guys remember like gauchos, like in like 5th, 6th grade? Like,
oh yeah,
I looked like that. I was wearing like something like that. And then somehow I decided that was my current fashion. Like in today's day, that's how I felt on the inside. Like the ridicule that I would have been exposed to.
Would
Does
have
that make
been?
sense? Yeah, like if today I walked out and I was like, this is my style, you guys.
Got it.
I felt like I had a spotlight on me and it was not a good one.
I felt like people were laughing at me. Like, of course they weren't, I don't think, but it was basically like a class that we normally go to. We've talked about it before on this podcast. It's really fun for us. I love to do this class and love to do this activity outside of class. Went in, I felt like I had never moved my body in my whole life.
What changed?
The instructor.
Oh.
Yeah, we didn't say that.
Yeah. It was just like a fully different vibe. And I just think off of last night being uncomfortable to immediately then go into a situation this morning where I'm so uncomfortable again, where I'm literally like, time is slowing down. Like, if I'm afraid of death, I'm going to be here every second of the day because time goes so slow.
Yeah.
I'm never going to get old.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I wanted to say what I was asked today at work. I worked a little bit today just to like spice things up even a little bit more.
Yeah, that's how we spice things up in our life.
Yeah. Well, okay, just think there's like all these circumstances that this feels like a disorienting weekend, right? Like,
yes.
like I had like 2 people that I used to engage in dating with. How do you say that? How should I say that? I don't even know.
That works.
Yeah.
Date.
Messaged me within 24 hours of each other. Another one, I didn't even tell you guys about this one. Another one started watching my stories randomly, doesn't follow me, whatever, back in the game.
No.
Get your nose out of this.
No, you guys, they always come back. If anything you take from this entire podcast, our entire 3 years of doing it, they always fucking come back. They all.
Yeah, that is a summary of fuck wellness. Ken, you just summed it up right there.
This is actually a dating podcast, and they do in fact always
it should
come
be.
back.
It
This
should
is
be.
our uncovering.
Why else have we gone through what we've gone through is what I want to know. Anyways, so I'm just feeling destabilized, right? I felt weird all day yesterday. I feel weird today. I'm fucking tired. Like my whole, like, you guys ever get to that point where your body feels too heavy for you to carry?
Yeah, sometimes my head gets too heavy.
Yeah, I can't relate to that part, but my
really
limbs
concerned for you guys.
my limbs feel heavy. We're making really big decisions.
Huge
coming
decisions.
off on like huge life-changing decisions. Last week was a hard week for me. I really spiraled hard. And then today at babysitting, I get asked 2 questions back to back. Back to back. Within 2 minutes of each other.
Which, by the way, these questions is exactly why I'm not around children.
Yeah.
They're such good questions.
I cannot play in
Mallory's
this
like,
arena.
I would have asked those questions.
Yeah,
for
those
sure.
are such good
Mallory,
questions.
you as a child would have for sure asked those questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to say the
Anyways.
questions?
Oh, I for sure I'm going to say the question.
Yeah, I think they're so good.
First question I was asked was, do vaginas have bones?
By a child. I feel like we want to clarify, not the
child.
parents.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
everyone needs to know.
Yeah, you're
No
right.
judgment if you don't know that. I feel like we don't want to be exclusionary of people discussing.
Why would they
that.
ask me? Google exists.
I don't know. You're educated. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. I know everything.
Public health degree.
So true. Anyways, that was the first question. Immediately after. Sorry. I feel qualified actually to answer this question, kind of. They go, does it hurt when you die? And we had to sit with that one for a little while.
You're qualified to answer both of those really well.
Yeah, I agree.
I am not.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. So
I
true.
mean, in theory, like we are,
Yeah, I mean, there's no rules. There's no certification.
Yeah. I mean, we all are going to die. So therefore, I feel like we're all qualified technically to talk about death.
True.
Wow. Yeah. True.
Wow.
Thank you.
Welcome to that intro of a lifetime.
There was something, I don't know why, but something in my Instagram algorithm is like deep quotes about death. It's in my algorithm. And there was one the other day that was like, we are all aging and dying, except it was like a bumper sticker on a car. And I was like,
God.
that is such a vibe to have. Oh, we are all aging and dying on your car. Like, just remind us constantly. Thank you.
I would prefer not to think about it, actually.
Toyota Camry.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm having like a great commute as it was. So thanks for saying that.
Yeah.
God.
All right.
Pain.
So pain.
Hell yeah. I feel like we wrapped it up. I mean, do we have to say more?
No, I think we're probably good. Yeah, you're right.
No, that's
Yeah.
good.
Mm.
I have a question.
All right.
When
is the time in your life you've been in the most pain? Go.
No, I was gonna ask, like, what is your go-to, like? No, that's not a good.
Are we already getting inspirational?
see.
I feel like we got to go down in the dumps first,
Yeah, we gotta like break people down before we can bring them up.
Yeah.
I actually did have a question and it just slipped my mind.
This whole episode is us edging people on questions. Like, what if we talked about when you last?
Yeah, very interesting. Wait, so is this podcast gonna Yeah,
Very interesting. Very interesting, as we said literally nothing. Like, could not have said less.
Guys, is this
Fascinating.
podcast coming out the second week or the first week of
No,
April?
after Amy's.
Okay. Well, I think we can say that Amy's podcast was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
When I edited it, I was like, I'm gonna have to re-listen to this like 3-4 times because I just feel like there's a lot of good info in that. And I also think that she helps not feel like you're such like a like boohoo, my life is horrible, you know, like not like put your boots on and get it done, but it's also like there's room for both, you know?
Yeah. I feel like Amy, a lot of what my goals are as, you know, a 20-something-year-old or goals with this podcast is like trying to find the tools to put in my tool belt to like deal with life. I feel like Amy has a whole Home Depot and she's just like,
it's like a
come at
local owned
me.
hardware store, you know?
Yeah,
'cause
totally.
It's
Packed.
horrible.
And I have like a belt with 3 screwdrivers on it
That don't fit any current screws that are in
That are
rotation.
all, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And I think pain, like, I don't know, it's a good thing to talk about. And I think that because we're in such big transition periods, there's naturally going to be pain involved with that, and discomfort. But I don't know. I think that we've done a pretty good job at being honest about all of the pain. I mean, even at the beginning, this pod, like, clearly we're masking in humor, but
yeah. But like sometimes you just like until I don't know. I feel like so much of when I'm having little bits of pain or like discomfort, I'll just like text my friends and then be like, okay, forget about it for a second. Like just like toss it behind you until I mean that's probably not healthy to do. But like honestly, I feel like a lot of what I do with the little bits of discomfort is I'll just like text my bros and then like lick my wounds a little bit and then try and move on because
Are we
or
your
add
bros?
some humor to that. Yeah.
Oh,
And then
been
just
called
move
a
on.
bro. It's nice.
You're my bro.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think there's that balance of like sitting in the pain where you've sat in it for so long that you're like, nah, I'd just rather not anymore. And then, you know, there's the people that just skip the sitting in the pain part. And then that's also not great. So you got to find that middle ground between like sitting in the swamp versus like, you know, eventually like walking out of the swamp.
well done, Mel.
So yeah. No, I really
brought
am
it
the
home.
queen of metaphors.
A little bit of a random question, but did you guys like feel when your frontal lobe kind of kicked on, finished developing? Do you guys feel like a big shift in your life?
Do you feel like that like frontal lobe kicking on, is that more of just like you're able to think about things like a little bit more as an adult would think about things? Are you asking about
Yeah, I feel like I all of a sudden understand things in an entirely different way.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'm there.
All right, okay.
We're still
Cool,
waiting.
cool, cool.
Yeah. No, we'll
I
let you
also
know
think
when we
that
feel the
past
click.
I feel like that happened, but also I feel like a lot of trauma was like integrated in the last 6 months for me. So it was like previous ways that I viewed the world, it's no longer that way. It's like, oh, duh, this, like this plus this equals this. You know what I mean?
I think that for me, like it's been like just like a more steady, gradual understanding of how things work. Whereas I think for you, it's a lot of like, oh my God, this book, this podcast, this whatever, like now everything that happened that one time in my life makes sense. And I can think about that, like putting it into the future a little bit better.
Yeah, we should have a section on our podcast that's like this week in therapy thoughts. And then we talk about the thoughts that we had in therapy.
That's a good idea.
I love that.
We should do that.
Yeah. Because I feel like that would be fun. Lara, do you have a therapist yet?
No.
Okay, you
I
got
have
to
a
get on that
chaplain.
in order. Okay.
I've been talking to our chaplain.
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that counts. Yeah.
Guys, I also had 2 like really impactful readings this week, which obviously can't get into, but I just feel like that has also impacted my viewpoint on something. It's like they were completely different ends of the spectrum, but very, very cool kind of reminders that all is going to be fine. All is going to be well. We are all going to be okay.
I feel, when you give readings, can you get a really good sense of how the people you're reading and maybe the people that are coming through for them, how each of those people handle discomfort or pain? If it's like avoiding or head on or humor or whatever.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. That's always kind of an aspect of it, like how they're going to process things for sure.
Mm-hmm.
How do we think each other handle pain?
Oh, juicy.
Or like, what are some coping mechanisms we see in each other?
Can I go first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hop right in.
Please.
Okay, Mallory, I feel like you
This
seek
doesn't need to be like super formal. Yeah.
uh,
No, it can be. I'm just like,
No.
you know.
I want to hear.
Okay. Sorry, Mal. I think that you I think that you seek community. I think that Ryan is like a really big touch point for you. And I think like seeking friendship and seeking like I don't know what the word I want to use is, but like I guess community in order to kind of like process, talk through, and be present with you in that pain. And also I think your parents do a really good job at being present with you through those transitions and are really like just non-judgmental of what you're going through and willing to kind of help in whatever way that they need, as are your friends too. So I think that you seek out community.
Okay, but what are my unhealthy coping mechanisms with pain?
Unhealthy. I think that sometimes like rationalizing some things, like especially if it's physical pain, it's different. But I think sometimes with emotional pain, you're really good at like talking yourself through to a better mindset, I guess. When
That sounds
sometimes
pretty
it's like,
healthy.
I have
no,
an
and
unhealthy one.
I think like like making things like really logical. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like intellectualizing too much. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Can I say one, Mel?
Are you gonna say distracting myself without
No.
resting? Okay.
I'm gonna say
I was gonna say that next.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say sometimes I think that with physical pain stuff, I get like worried about your physical pain stuff, or like with like your migraines or like severe tummy aches, or like that's my tummy aches is like minimizing it, like your severe abdominal pain, like very severe things. Like I think that sometimes I get worried because you put them, like they go on socials and then I'm like, wait, I totally flipped through that and didn't even recognize that that's what you were saying in your thing. And I'm like, wait, I have to go back and like, what happened? Like what was going on? What pain was she going through? And I'm like, wait. So I just hope that when you do that, it's not like, it's more of a way to like show everyone like, this is what I'm going through. And like, let's talk about like pain I had on my IUD
instead of like a cry for
or
help.
Whatever. No, it's not a cry for help, but I'm just like, I like that you're publicizing it for others to think about, but I'm also like, wait. Now I'm worried. Like, did I miss something in that story about like she was going through something and now it's gone? Like, that's what I'm like, wait. You know?
I see. Yeah.
Also, your sweater today, Mel, it looks hot.
I was just about to say I love your turtleneck.
Yeah. I've been wearing it pretty much nonstop for about 14 days, so
I
wouldn't smell it. But
no,
I've been wearing it to work and to work out and to bed. Yeah. Yeah, I think those are all true. I honestly, to the community thing you said, Ken, I feel like when I become MIA and something is wrong with me, Like if
Yeah.
I isolate, there's like something very seriously wrong, because I think that's like something that I do when I don't want to discuss the pain that I'm feeling.
Yeah, but I feel like I don't worry about you as much with that because I know that there's going to be at least one person who's aware.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
You know,
for
like
sure.
it'll be Lara or me or your parents or Ryan or
Yeah.
like, you know, whoever.
Yeah, mainly just you guys. Yeah.
The
Yeah, everyone,
bros.
you hear that? Okay.
We're just the
Just
bros.
kidding.
The bros. Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
Lara, when you process pain, I think that you go really, really deep inside of yourself.
Mm.
Like very
Like
deep.
down to your belly button.
Yeah.
Lower.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that that's kind of your go-to. And I think that sometimes that's super healthy because I think what I do is I spew, which is not so healthy. And so I think that for you, internal can be healthy until it's not.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Agreed.
For sure.
Yeah. Like sometimes a little volcano.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then sometimes I feel like if you're too deep down about something and you haven't processed it, and then I like bring up something trivial, I'm like I'm scared.
Yeah. No,
I'm
that's
scared
valid.
of the response.
That's
I
very
have to say
valid.
though, I feel like Lara, I used to be really worried, as I am with myself, about your lack of anger.
Yeah.
And I think I always worry about that with myself, where I just don't feel angry about anything. And I've been really proud of you recently for feeling anger, because I feel like Ken's great at feeling anger.
Yeah, sorry.
Like,
Too
and
good,
no,
guys.
but it's not a bad, like, I think it's like honestly one of the most powerful and good things that like especially women can feel is like anger. And yeah, I'm really happy that you're feeling more of that, because I think that is important for processing your pain, is to feel anger.
Mhm.
Yeah, 100%. I think that like it's got to be bad for me to get angry at
Yeah.
it, you know. Um, but yeah, no, I think that I
I feel like you
could
feel
do
every
a
emotion before you feel anger, usually.
yes.
Mhm.
I try and go through the whole
Mhm.
gamut
Yeah.
before we settle in anger. And even when I do feel anger though, like even today I was like asked like why didn't you just yell at me? I'm like I will never ever feel anger to the point. I mean, I don't think feel anger to the point where I'm like
Screaming.
expressing it in that way.
Yeah.
It will always be expressed in like a very different way. So
Well, I feel like you're also really grounded. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I try to be.
yeah, I could scream
I try.
at someone for sure.
I have this like really cool quote about anger that I just wrote down in my notes, but I can't find it.
I feel like
Mm.
I feel like I kind of like get really okay, I'm not like a fighter. I feel like if I'm actually in like an argument with someone, I can be angry and I can be kind of like to the point, I think. But I
Mhm.
think that I do kind of do a good job at like I don't get in very many arguments, but like thinking through a thoughtful response, that's a healthy way of communicating, right? However, the other day, Bella told me that she thinks that I would beat her ass in a fight.
I
And
agree.
completely unprompted, and I was like there was something inside of me that was like, "Fuck yeah." Like, I like want to be known as someone that could kick ass even though I don't think I would be able to.
No, I think you definitely could.
That's always like the I don't know why I'm thinking about camp. That was always like the back and forth of like, well, who would win in a fight? Like, oh, well, like this and this. Well, who would win in the fight when they were fighting? I'm like, I don't know.
I
Okay.
feel like sometimes though that's a little like I don't know no, what I'm gonna say is problematic, so let's move on.
You're trying to
No.
say like my horse is bigger than your horse kind of a thing?
That, but I also think sometimes men do that of like it's like girl on girl kind of like vibes where I'm like, no, I just want to know that I would beat ass if I had to.
Yeah.
I don't ever expect to.
I mean, if an intruder comes in our household, I will be beating them up.
Yeah, you're right. Only
So.
intruders.
Yeah. Yeah. Can't put this is forever, you guys. We can't incriminate ourselves. Just kidding.
Yeah. McKenna, I think that
Mhm.
you process pain.
Wait, you cut off, Mal. I can't hear you.
Hello?
Um,
No.
they have my back. They don't want to hear any bad things about me.
Yeah.
I was about to say good thing. You really can't hear
Okay.
me?
Oh, there we go.
Now I can hear you now.
Oh, that's so weird.
That was weird.
Oh, my internet connection is unstable. Okay, well, whatever. You can hear me now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was gonna say, I think McKenna processes pain. This is, but I was gonna say good first, so
Okay,
you don't need
yeah.
to freak out.
It's okay.
Was that
Pump me up first.
I feel like you, and remember you used to write this on your little card, but like you know exactly what you need in the moment. And I feel like you're very good at being like, I'm feeling this pain. This is what I need. I'm feeling this pain. This is what I need, and acting on it, which I think is good. Like, you know, I'm feeling this pain. I know I need to go drive into the mountains. I'm feeling this pain. Okay, I know I need to get out of the house. I'm feeling this pain. Okay, I know I need to do this. But sometimes I think then you don't like sit in it enough.
Yeah.
But then I do think you're kind of like one of the extremes. Like you either sit in it too much where I'm like worried about you, or you like you
Yeah.
act on it too much where
Yeah.
I'm like, gotta find that middle ground, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I
Do you
feel
have
like
anything to add, Lara? Yeah.
Yes, I do. You being expressive with like all emotions really helps me, who that is not my nature, but because like that is something that you do and we have conversations about emotions and stuff, I think that I have become much better about being like, hey, I need to talk through this, or like I think it'd be helpful if I sat in this feeling a little bit. Like, can you help me like try and understand what I'm feeling right now? Like, I think that that is really helpful for me, because that is just like we're just so opposite spectrums, I think.
Yeah.
With that.
I feel like Laura and I are on like complete opposite sides, and Mallory's like very even in the middle between how we
Yes.
like process.
Or yeah, absolutely. Well, I had one more thing I want to say. I just forgot. Oh, to the point thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that McKenna and Mallory, but like more recently McKenna, you're really good at being like, hey, not to like call you out, but like that's problematic that you feel, or like that you said it like that. Like I think that you're really good at like calling people out on doing things that might have caused you pain, which again, something
what
that
do you
I am
mean?
not great. Like say for example, there's someone who's like texting you in a really annoying way.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm talking
Mm-hmm.
about?
Yeah.
You're really good
I
at
can
calling
put
that out and
myself
being
there.
like, yeah, can you do a little thought experiment? You're really good at being like, hey, that was really confusing of me to hear. Can you just clarify what's happening?
Mm-hmm.
And that's, I think, destabilizing. For me, it would be destabilizing because I'm like, I would need to hear that, but I'm bad at prompting saying something like that. I'm
like
trying to get better.
Me talking to another person.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get better at being like, hey, this is a confusing situation that we're doing. Can we clarify what's happening?
Mm-hmm.
I am not good at that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Laura, you share so much more now though than you shared like 3 years ago. Like, you know, I said how like, you know, sometimes I get a little worried when McKenna sits in the pain, but like, I honestly didn't know what you were feeling half the time. Like 3 years ago. So I never knew whether or not to be worried about you at any time. So I do have to say there's a little peace of mind now that I feel like I have a better sense of where you're at all times. Whereas before
it's not just
I was
a mystery.
like, I was like, you know, Laura's doing all these things, but like, I have no idea if she's okay. So I feel a lot better now about that.
Yeah. No, I'm getting better about it.
So much better.
It's also just like, I don't know. I feel like just the stuff that I used to get worried about, I'm like, that also felt lower stakes than the stuff that I'm worried about now.
Maybe your frontal lobe has clicked on.
Wait, yeah. Are we just realizing that like it clicked on exactly May 2021? I think so.
Maybe. Honest kind of feels like it some days.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It does feel like big fish that we're frying right now. PETA wouldn't have liked that I said that, but
who wouldn't have?
PETA.
Peter Malak?
No, like people against eating animals or whatever, you know.
Like, yeah, Hunger Games.
They're against the analogies.
Oh,
Using
you
animals?
haven't heard about this?
No.
They put out a whole list of all of the like animal violence,
Analogy.
like kill two birds with one stone, like things like that we're supposed to stop saying. We're supposed to say feed two birds with one scone.
Oh my God, you're so right. The metaphorical birds are hurting.
Yeah.
You guys, this is sending me over the edge. I'm so
No, or
sorry.
what is it? Hit a dead horse. What is that phrase? Like beat a dead horse.
Beat a dead horse, yeah.
Yeah, things like that. Or there's other
What's
ones
the new
then.
one for that? Petted
They have
horse?
maybe. No. It's they have a whole list of the new ones that they want you to say, and I can't remember them all. I just remembered the feed two birds with one scone because I thought that one was kind of cute.
Yeah, I'm worried.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think we need help sometimes. Like, this is
Like
just
in
too much.
life?
The way that yeah, like sometimes I'm just like, is this world real? Like, no hate to PETA, you do you, and I'll be on board if you would really like me to. But
I would say 10-year-old Mallory would be really offended by that, McKenna, because I donated all of my birthday party funds when I was 10 to PETA. So no,
really
I think some of
kind.
it is a little bit out there. But I did have started saying feed two birds with one scone. So I actually do. I am on board with that one.
To feed you.
I'm gonna definitely make that the pod title. So wait, no, I had another thought that was what before we got on this animal thing, what were we talking about?
Oh,
we're frying big fish.
Lara's frontal lobe.
Oh yeah, no, I was just saying that I do feel like I've been reflecting like how recently the transitions that I'm going through are like a lot bigger stakes than the things that I used to worry about. But like I do feel like somewhat more equipped now, which I think is how life is supposed to be. But even with like the whole having a baby thing, I'm not having a baby, but like to talk about this, like I do feel like I was telling my mom the other day, I feel like I'm at the first age of my life where like having a kid doesn't feel scary anymore. Like it feels like,
That's
okay, if that
huge.
happened, like I think I could handle it.
Or like a healthy amount of fear. Like,
yes,
you know, like it still would be scary, but it wouldn't be like,
yeah,
like what am I gonna do?
totally.
Scary.
And also it feels like the first age where I'm like, I think that I'm as equipped as anyone else is to have a kid. But like even like 2 years ago, I'd be like, I have not passed the manual. Like I've not read the manual on this. Whereas now I'm like, you know what? I think that I could do it.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's interesting.
I just want you to know, no pressure to you at all, but you're my North Star right now. Like,
yeah.
To me, if I'm like, if Mallory as long as Mallory's life is like handled,
yes,
Lara and I can be flip-flopping
like I feel
around.
like Mal, you're like our center pole of like imagine we're a Christmas tree. You're the center of the Christmas tree, and we're kind of like little Christmas trees that have to lean on our big Christmas tree for growth.
Yeah,
we're just like leaning on you a little bit.
That's really nice. There is
Yeah.
a war against Christmas, so I think we do need to be a little careful about that
I'm
on the podcast.
so sorry to say that. I'm talking about a pine tree.
No,
in the woods.
No, that's really nice to hear. A little bit of pressure because you know Ryan and I
really
are breaking
pressure
up.
because
So
don't say that.
It was a joke. It was a joke. Oh my god, calm down.
Mallory.
We are not. We are not. Oh my god.
That was the worst joke you've ever said.
I'm sorry.
Literally.
I'm
In
so
my
sorry.
head, I'm also just like, whatever I can do to make Mallory's life go well through like bridal council, through wedding. I'm like, that is my main priority at the moment. I don't know where I'm living. Who cares? Because
who cares?
Bridal council will be great. Wedding will be great. Also, Mallory, guess what?
I can't look at your faces right now. Whoa.
I don't actually know what she's gonna say.
Guess what?
I had a package arrive yesterday. Do you want to know what it is?
Your dress?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yay! And do you like it?
Your face is gonna melt off. You will no longer have a face.
True.
when you look at McKenna in this dress.
See, here's the thing. I just know you guys are going to look so hot. And I'm so
No,
excited
as are
about
you.
it.
But McKenna, I was like, get out of my face. Like, get
And
out of my
is there a
room.
photo?
Get out of my
I didn't take
house.
a picture, but I can put it on again.
Okay.
I can put it on right after this.
I'm so glad it worked out.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Okay, I'm so excited.
10 out of 10. Yeah.
Do people know that you guys are going to be up there with me
I don't know.
on the pod?
I don't know that we've said that, but that was like a big thing, is that like it's the bros up there and we had to find dresses.
Yeah. I mean, we thought about wearing suits, but
We thought about wearing suits.
We still do need to find a jacket, I think.
Really?
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
think
feel
it's
like I'm
gonna
going to
get
devolve into
chilly.
wedding talk, actually, if we keep doing this, because I have a lot of wedding stuff to talk about. So maybe let's wrap up the pod.
Yeah. I think that we've touched on pain quite well.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, as all intro episodes that we do, it's never really on topic.
No.
But what would we be like? Wait, hold on. Let me rephrase that. We wouldn't be good podcast hosts if we weren't authentic to our current circumstances,
Yeah.
which for me personally is pure and utter chaos mixed
Yeah.
with a heavy bag of exhaustion. So
What are my current?
And that is the title of the pod.
your
Pure and
current
utter
circumstances, Lara, are I'm like, I don't know how to phrase this in like in a nice way for the podcast, but like I am currently scared of you. Like have been for quite some
So
time.
dark femme energy?
Dark femme and like
Dark femme.
in a really good way. Like I am like I'm just like a little like, you know, tread lightly sometimes, you know? Like don't be nice. Not that I was ever mean, but I just feel like it's almost like a pride thing, honestly, though, because I'm kind of like whenever you get a little bit like worked up about something, I'm like, fuck yeah. Like let's ride.
No, I do feel like I'm
are ready to
living
go.
for Lara's anger right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also I feel like your anger has matched your humor levels recently, which I think is your that encompasses just like your current vibes.
That's what
like I'm either scared you're gonna like absolutely like set a really firm boundary and or maybe bitch someone out
or become an
then,
arsonist.
and then like minutes later be like cackling, which I think is funny. Mallory's
I'm
current
just
energy.
bored, stable energy.
No. Mallory's current energy is grounded. It is beautiful. It is heavenly.
It is
It
baby.
is
It is
mama.
mama.
Is baby?
It is mommy.
Stop.
It is no, it is it's really accepting. The journal pages that I sent Mallory last week were I said, please don't report me for this. And she handled it really well.
Yeah, I'm really proud of you for sending them to me.
Thank you.
Yeah, I felt very touched and honored that you trusted me.
We're shedding back layers. I think something to leave with is like we are a little chaotic, but there's a lot of growth happening.
Yeah.
A tremendous amount of growth happening. Like even the other day, Lara told me I was going through a hard time and I was sobbing at the table. She was saying everything right. And then I was mad at her for saying everything right because I was like, I just have so many feelings in my body. And she was like, McKenna, you know what you're really good at? Being really mean to yourself.
Wow. True.
I was like, yeah, that's really true. And so now I've been trying to think about that. And it's always kind of like a mixed bag of I'm now sharing more, but it feels like I think sometimes a lot because I previously shared nothing about, you know, I would just
inner.
I would just go and like work out for like a long, long time. And yeah,
maybe like the sub theme of this month is growing pains.
Oh my God, I love that.
Let's rebrand. We're only one in.
Yeah.
That fits perfect.
That's so much better. Mallory.
Oh my God. Okay. Disregard what I said at the top. Our theme is growing pains.
Yeah.
Cool.
If you didn't listen all the way, you're going to be lost. Sorry about it.
Yeah. It's okay. They wouldn't know because they actually never got to this part.
They actually never cared.
Right. You're so right.
Okay.
All right. Are we ready to say goodbye?
Yeah.
Sort of. Yeah.
Well, I mean, goodbye to this episode. We're
Yeah, I
wrapping
was
up.
like, because we still have so much to talk about.
Yeah, we have a few things. I think, Lara, tell me if you're up for it. I think that we should just slip on our dresses real fast and show Mel.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm down.
Okay. All right, we have to go
We
and
love
do
you
this. Okay,
guys.
right now. Bye, love you.
Love you.
Bye.